Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you could join me. This reading is for everyone. Just gonna light the sage again just a little more. I've already rubbed some on my hands, some essential oil on my hands. Let's begin. I have shuffled the deck as well. And now we're just going to cut it. So I'll grab the whole thing. And I'll take I always get confused on that. One of these days I won't. Alrighty. So put this on our Serenity prayer plate. And this is for the Divine Feminine. The question that we are asking is, what is her future with the Divine Masculine? What is her future as far as near future as far as life pursuits as well? But mainly we want to know Divine Masculine. How does he feel about her? Chalices. The 10 of Chalices. So guys, by the way, this is Tarot by Nefertari. Tarot Nefertari by Lo Scarabeo. And let's look this up. So this is just like the 10 of Cups. So the heart rests perfection. That smells so good. Okay, the heart rests perfection of the present situation, perfection of human love and friendship. Wow. So we asked for your future with the Divine Masculine, and that is what we got. And aren't these cards so beautiful? Look at the coloring. Look at that. That's your future. All right. It's beautiful. 10 of Cups. So what do I see? I see that he is going to shower you with love and affection. And you are going to shower him. And I think you guys are actually going to relive a scene that you two had a while ago, where you showed him how he was a king and you took care of him gently one time. You're going to do something like that again, just like she is here at his feet. And he's going to really appreciate it and feel like that's why he made you his queen, and that you two are just going to have so much joy together that he just can hardly wait. That's how he's feeling about you, and that's how you're feeling. Like this that's coming out of his hand, water. It's like you just want to drink from his hands. That's how attracted you are to his inner self and his outer being as well. So, we do have some quartz here as well. And I got this flower, guys, because I thought it looked like a heart. It hangs upside down like this. Almost like a mistletoe, right? But I thought it looked like hearts. But so let's keep going. And your near future with, well, more on how he feels about you. The High Priestess. That's how he views you, as the High Priestess. He views you as spiritually, I have the obsidian here, like a spiritual protector of him, and also like life, that he can put practical things in your hand as well. And that's what he wants to build with you. The High Priestess. A major arcana card. study, severity of judgment, wisdom, intuition, occult sciences. Yeah, so that spiritual leading, platonic love. He sees you as a friend too. You two, just like long ago, you two were friends. And you still are. And that's how he sees you. And that's how he wants to continue to see you. This is citrine. And look at how beautiful it is. The white mixed in with the browns, layer upon layer all throughout. Even from when it first was being formed, underground, on top of ground. I think that's how your relationship was. And you've known each other for a while. And it's growing. He wants it to grow. What is the recent past of your future like with the two of you? The Knight of Wands. So we have Cups, and now we have the Knight of Wands. Journey, departure. Your past, he went away from you. In the past, he went away from you, away from your union. I think he took a plane away from you. And the Knight of Wands also symbolizes absence, flight, immigration. A kind young man, change of address. That's what it says right here. So he left you when he was young, when you were both young. You were just a little bit younger than him. Wow. So let's go into your future. What does the near future look like for the two of you? 5 of Swords. Spade. So I see that there will be, let's look where chalice is. No, we passed that. There will be, well, I just struggling to say it, some struggle. The 5 of Swords in particular represents degradation, destruction, repeal, infamy, disgrace, and loss. So there will be some loss. Loss of what? What will there be loss of? King of Swords. Which represents anything deriving from the idea of judgment, power, order, authority, political attitude, law, prerogative of the crown. So who is going to be losing the King of Swords? We'll pull from the same deck. The 7 of Swords. Let's find somewhere to put these. We're gonna have to start anew. The 7 of Swords. Fantasies, reflected images, feeling, imagination, facts seen in the crystal ball. Some realizations or success, but nothing substantial going to last. So I think that the relations that he was dealing with before were not substantial and they're not lasting. And that's who's losing him. Because this is how he sees you as the High Priestess. He left you. Your future, he walks away from another relationship. That's the struggle. That's what the struggle is here. It was her. Or this struggle here. What else is in your future? The One of Swords. Which represents, we have a lot of swords here. First of all, I see just one asso di spade. Just one spade there. So the ace, the asso, the only one. That's what else is in your future. He leaves her. He leaves her and comes to you. That was the next card. Triumph. The maximum degree to be obtained in any field. Conquest. Exaltation of strength. Great power. Both in love and in hatred. Here it is represented by Horus, son of Isis and Osiris, god of revenge and the symbol of great regal power. I wanted to say one of the, I knew it was someone very royal and high. I forgot, yes, that is Horus. So yes, and guys, I have this book here too that I recently ordered on Amazon with my money. And I just can't wait to read more about Horus in here as well. That was Horus and Isis. If you saw a glimpse of that, she was in red. And so that's just like you too. Yes, I think he leaves her and realizes who the one that was really taking care of him in the past from a genuine perspective. Let's get clarity on that. We're gonna go to a new deck. So I'm going to move this one here. Lift this up. We have some stones here. Guys, I love this one because to me, what does it look like to you? I'll tell you after you tell me what it looks like to you. Oh, we have a couple of selenite hearts, and that's what my bracelet is too, guys, by the way. But we'll keep the last card up to remind us of where we left off, and we'll just take a few pieces here. I'm gonna just grab a couple of stones and see what I have. Ooh. Oh goodness, this guy's lepidolite. Lepidolite. Let me just look it up again. Lepidolite. It contains trace amounts of lithium, and it's good for anti-anxiety. It fosters a tranquil mind and spirit, balances mood, and aids with sleep issues. So that was a good stone that we chose. And of course, the amethyst, powerful protector, and helping with the third eye. This one, if you don't know what that one is, that is unakite. And it's ideal for clarity, insight, removes emotional blockages, balances the reproductive system, opens up communication and connection with the unborn baby. So we chose some good stones here. And I'll tell you about one more before we go on to the next one, kyanite. It helps with the chakras, restores the life force energy, alleviates stress, and is spiritually grounding. All right. So let us begin. So the last card we pulled was what else was in your future, and it talked about victory. So what else do we want to know? Let's ask. First of all, guys, let's choose from the wild unknown. Just trying to put that somewhere where we can still see it. Let's choose from the wild unknown. Oh, we have to have this one, pyrite. You know what that's good for, guys? That is good for helping you overcome obstacles and blocking the fulfillment of your greatest desires. So we have to have that, right? So let's go here, right? Let's cut the deck. I'm trying to remember the name of this specific one. Archetypes? That's what it is. Okay. So here we go. I hope I didn't do that in the same order. I wasn't paying attention, so let me just... It wouldn't matter anyway, right? It wouldn't matter. Okay. Well, just to make sure, since I started, guys, we want to make sure we cut the deck, right? Here we go. So let's see. What is he thinking about you right now? What is the divine masculine thinking about you right now? The mirror. He's thinking the mirror. Can you see that? Prism, just like this. See, the shape is the same. Just like that. All these crystals are mirrors. He's thinking that you're like his reflection. He's thinking that he can reach the top with you because you're like him and you won't hold him back because there's no obstacles with you. That's what he's thinking. What else is he thinking? The Pilgrim. Let's look those two up in the guidebook. The Pilgrim and the mirror. The mirror, the reflection, the illusion, the looking glass. We look in the mirrors every day without recognizing them as portals into another realm, guys. I definitely started doing that. You guys comment below if you've done that. Please, I'd love to hear from you about that. I've never had that conversation with someone who has. They can shatter, flatter, distort, reflect, project an image back to us that we deem to be true. The energy of the mirror is all about self-perception. When the archetype of the mirror appears, we are in the mythic land of Narcissus, who saw himself reflected in a pool and fell in his own image. So yeah, guys, I don't want to read the whole thing, but I definitely think that in the past, he thought that that was perhaps not a good thing. But that was an illusion. He realizing that it is a good thing. Let's look at... and he's becoming aware of that now. So, let's not get caught up in the Narcissus thing as being a bad thing, because that was actually kept around just to show us the importance of mirrors. That's why that fable is told, but we just need to look deeper into it. And I think that's what he did. He kind of got caught up in the illusion of thinking that being just like him was bad. And back in your past, like here. But he's realizing now that that's not a bad thing, that you're actually his ace. So thinking that you weren't, he knows that that was wrong, because you are in fact the high priestess. You are he's the king of swords also. You two together had the 10 of cups. He left like the knight of wands, but with some struggle, you will be back to your position as his ace. And that's what he sees when he looks at you. So now let's look into the Pilgrim. When I look at this, I see once again that point, that high, and I just got most of these stones, guys, and they're almost all like pyramids, just like this one. Unakite, the one that can help you, that we talked about. Anyway, it's pointed up just like this. And it's all relating. He's thinking about the boundaries, the obstacles he had to trek away from when he left you. And and he's thinking about how hard it is, how you have to keep traversing all that distance. Every time you want to see each other, he thinks about that. And he thinks about you, how you're his mirror, how you're his ace, how he's willing to fight to protect what you guys have, and how he holds you near and dear to his heart. To his heart. And so let's look at the Pilgrim and the guidebook. The Pilgrim. Let's see. I'm trying to see if this is in alphabetical order. I know it was easy to find the other time. Oh, I have to look at the XX at the top, so. There we go, I'm almost there. It means like the wanderer, the traveler, the apprentice. So he feels like you both have done a little wandering. He wandered when he left you, and he feels like you wander some too. And that's what he's thinking about you. And I think he's thinking of traveling to you too. Like traveling in the other direction, back towards you. Like if he lives in the east, you live in the west, or he lives in the north, you live in the south. He wants to cross some mountains to come see you. He wants to see you to get some more meaning in life. Because the Pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. So he's feeling like he needs to be in motion. And he wants to be in motion with you, his ace, his partner, the one who cherishes him at the same time as being his friend. Shall we take one more on your near future with each other? The vision. I see once again, this is the third time we have a point of ascension. And actually I just put that on. I have a, oh no I didn't, but it's right here. A Selenium Tower. And that's like what he wants with you. He wants to reach new heights. He wants to reach new heights. You hear the birds? He wants to reach new heights with you. And he feels like he has a burning fire in his heart to do it. He has so many creative things he wants to do with you. So many nights he lays awake thinking about it and praying for it to come. He feels like you two are like two old birds together, that he wants to live every life with you, like even a life of 2 owls together and then 2 humans. He feels like you are something he can profit with on every level of life. He has a vision and he wants to finally bring it to reflection, to life with you. Let's look that up, the vision in the guidebook. LV, that's how you find it fast. You look at the number, which is a letter. LV, let's see, I'm almost, nope. This must be back here. Vision. And what else does he want with you? I think that the owls are also symbolizing that he finally realizes that his wisdom to see that it's time to be with you. So the vision is the dream, the imagined, the revealed. It is said that we are each born with a unique vision, a destiny toward which we are aimed. It is also said that we forget this vision the moment we are born. Who thought of that, huh? This is in the guide. So thus we are sent on a lifelong journey of rediscovery. And that's what happens, right? I think that's why he lost the vision of what you two had. He had to go rediscover that you were his high priestess. And he had to move some things out the way, some people out the way, to realize that. And to realize he was the King of Swords. I think he looked lowlier at himself too. And now he's getting more confidence as well right now. So let's start to wrap this up. The vision is inspired. It says, we carry enchanted aliveness, trusting in the world and synchronicities. He's experiencing those right now in connection with you. And he understands the obstacles were there, but now he wants to let them go. And he wants to exalt you as his high priest, high priestess. Let's move on to Moonology. And then I'm going to let you go. I was going to pull a crystal, but I won't because we talked about so many crystals, so we don't need to pull a crystal oracle card since I kept you so long already. But I've shuffled this already, so let's just cut it. And what guidance is there to help bring you two together in a healthy, loving way? Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Hold your vision. And you two will come together. That's pretty simple, right, guys? So don't give up. Have a beautiful day. Comment, subscribe, guys. Come check me out again. I'd love to do another reading for you. Thank you for staying.